Can you give some can you give some more examples?
Sure. If I can talk about it without like being so so we talk about fire and water. Let's see, the fire is drying, right? So the heart fire can control metal, but if it's over controlling, it dries up the lungs. What else? The earth tend to create, here is the pathology part in Chinese medicine. We don't, the Chinese medicine don't have the like biomedicine diagnoses, right? So we don't have diabetes, we don't have gastritis, we don't have heart disease, but instead we talk about liver qi stagnation, and the damp, maybe you've heard of damp and phlegm. Those are, moisture is
Yes.
physiology. But when it becomes phlegm and damp, it becomes a pathology. So phlegm in your lungs, that's pathology. The dampness is can cause the tumor. Dampness can cause the inflammation. Dampness can cause infection. So damp. Also, the earth, earth is kind of damp. So the earth can create a dampness, and that could impede the regular water flow of the water, and it could like interfere with the water metabolism. Also, there's other, well, then the heat can create wind, and now I'm going out of this controlling circle, but the wood, when they're so the mixture of, so wood generates fire. So basically it nurtures, so generating circle nurtures. So they are also in one direction, but so one organ can be a parent of the other organ. So the heart is a parent of the earth. So they are parent-child relationship. So if the mother or the parent is not nurturing, so this gets deficient. And if this is nurturing, sometimes you have to go into sedate its parents, or you kind of go from what's controlling part. So this actually is a grandparents are the controlling elements, and the parents are the nurturing aspect. So sometimes when you look at it, this person have heart issues. Is it because it's being too drained by the child, or not being nurtured by the parent, or is it over controlled by the grandparents, or not controlled enough by the grandparents? So that is 5-element point of view of diagnose. This is just one part of the diagnose in Chinese medicine, but that's also how we figure out the diagnosing disease too. That makes sense, kind of.
Sort of.
Sorta.
Yeah, Akiyo, I have my personal experience with Chinese doctors
Mhm.
is that I have ringing in my ears, and I have talked to Chinese doctors many times, and the
Uh-huh.
first thing they do is look at my tongue.
Uh-huh. Yep, 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 yep.
So, so
Is
what's that about?
tongues can, so this will be the diagnostic part, and maybe I'll talk about it next week, but the
Never mind.
tongue and pulse is the major diagnostic tool of the Chinese medicine. Tongues can tell, there's so many different, is there the, what's the coating look like? What's the color of the coating? What's the shape of the tongue? Is it enlarged? Is it thin? Is it flabby? It's red. Is the red with the yellow coating? Is it red with no coating? It's red and dry, or is it, do you have a little scallop on the side? So there are like all the stuff that we look at, and where are the thickness of the, sometimes the thin coat in the front and the thicker coat in the back. The pulses are like 6 different locations on your radial artery. So those are the 2 major things that, like, when you go into Chinese medicine doctor, that's what they look at, your tongue and
Thank you.
they ask you what's going on, what you're here for. Then we look at the tongue, we look at the take the pulse. We also take this 5 elements into considerations, but yeah, then tongue and pulse is the first thing that we look at.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Akiyo, since you guys talking about the tongue, do you know it? Since you guys talking about the tongue, do you have you ever heard of geographic tongue?
Yes.
What's that all about? Because I was
Geographic tongue is the, we normally have the coating, light coating
yes,
on the surface of the tongue, right?
correct.
And so that's like if you have kind of pinkish tongue body with the thin white coating, is the textbook healthy tongue. So when the patches are like, there's missing patches, so that's a geographic. So like the surface, the coating is not evenly covering, and it's missing the patches on the tongue. That's called
Okay.
geographic tongues.
Okay, how serious of it is? Because I went to see a specialist and I was told that don't worry about this and kind of
Well, I mean, it's telling you what's going on inside, and if sometimes you don't see it, it's sometimes what's going on with, basically it's the imbalance somewhere in your body. So sometimes it can correct yourself, or your body will balance itself out and you're gonna be okay. Or if it's untreated, or if you're not paying attention, it could manifest as something,
okay.
digestive issues or cold stomach. So it's depending on which part of your tongue it's missing the coat,
Okay, great.
shows
Thank
the
you.
imbalance in your organ system.
Okay, great.
Okay, so let's take a break. I think it's enough of sitting and talking and listening. So let me stop sharing there. Okay. And let's take 5-minute break, and again, have your second chair ready. And then have a get some water, and we'll review what we went over last week and also add more things.
Hey there, Raka.
503.
Hi, Maureen.
Hi, Beth.
Hi, Beth. Thanks for your help.
Glad you got on.
Yeah, thanks for your help. I don't know why I consistently have a problem, but anyway, got on.
Akiyo,
Yeah,
are the feet higher or lower?
feet should be lower than your hips.
Okay.
Hi, Anka.
Oh, hi, Anka. Didn't see you there.
Here I am, his voice now.
Now we can hear you. How you doing?
Okay, okay.
That's good.
I didn't see you. I hear your voice, Betsy, but I didn't see your picture. I
Oh,
see Maureen,
Yes, I'm here.
yes, and I saw Beth.
yeah.
With
Hi,
Betsy.
Anka.
Hi, Beth.
And Susie's
And
here.
Maureen.
Yeah.
And Jan,
Oh, here's Betsy.
Yeah.
Far. Tiny
Jill.
picture, that's why I overlooked you.
Jill's left the screen. She's around somewhere. Nay, how are you doing? Oh, I
Maybe
guess-
Nays turned our sound off.
Other digestive problems if not taken care of.
And Nays not showing herself, but
Yeah, but I thought she might be able to hear. She had her
she's got her mic off too.
mic. Yeah.
How did I do this last time?
Do
Ah,
what, love?
I know.
Oh, you're over here now. Anka's moved one side of the screen to
Yeah.
the
No, I'm getting organized for the big 2 chair thing.
Yes.
here's Nay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it on now?
Everybody's been saying hi to you.
Oh, hi,
Oh,
Nick.
thank you.
Hi, Nay.
Hi. Yeah.
Tell us, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well actually. My left leg is almost like normal. Right leg needs a little straightening, as she was saying. Knee needs a little straightening, but I can walk around very well. So I've been walking a lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
need the stairs. Can you do the stairs?
Yes, a little easier now. Kind of is halting. Coming down is difficult. So, but I
Yeah.
can walk up pretty well. But coming down, I have to do a 2-step. One foot.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did that for a
yeah.
while too.
Yeah. So for a while, I think it'll be like that. Yeah.
Yeah. How's WA? Haven't seen him.
Oh, he when I came back from surgery for 2 or 3 weeks, he's been shopping and cooking and cleaning
Good.
and all
He's
that.
tired.
I was kind
Aren't
of
you lucky?
spoiled. Yeah, and then he feels like he's healthier than before and stronger. So
That's good.
I hope that continues. I don't know.
Hi, Bobby.
Hey, how are you guys?
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
All good.
Beautiful day today.
Oh,
Wow.
Great
gorgeous
day here.
day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, amazing.
I was saying in the beginning, I hope everybody got out.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
For a few
Mhm.
minutes, the sun was. It was.
Yeah, we're gonna have
65
some good weather for a while, I think.
Oh, yeah. It was 65 degrees down here at the beach.
Really? Today?
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
And they predict that, I think, for the next couple of days, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's gonna be
Weather.
mid-60s for a couple of days or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jan, is anybody over at the center? I have a couple of envelopes of cards and paper and, stuff they send. I don't know if anybody can use it, but
We're not, because the building is again closed because of
Okay.
this last shutdown, Bobby.
okay. I'll put it in a box.
Yeah, I mean, save it because we use it.
Yeah.
And maybe
exactly.
you and I can get together. I can, come over or something. We'll figure it out. But yeah, do save them.
Yeah,
'Cause we
I'm down
use
at
them.
Ocean Beach almost every day, actually.
Well, heck, you could just come by the house and drop them off.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where you're at.
I'm Balboa and 48th Street.
Balboa and 48th.
Yeah, I mean, just give me a ring or an email and let me know when you're coming over.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay,
Cool.
I'm good.
5:03.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys need a little more time for it to set up, or you all set up?
I think we're okay.
We're good?
I'm okay.
Do you need to speak up? Good?
Oh, shoot, where are you?
There.
Oh, for some reason, I can't unmute you. I don't know why.
Okay. All right, so last week we talked about some of the meridians, and we did the lung, right? So again, coming back to yin and yang, all the yin organ meridians are yin aspect of the body. So yin, lung is the yin organ, right? So it runs on so this is the yin side and this is the yang side, right? So the lung goes here. So lung starts right here, goes down inside of your thumb and on the tip of the thumb. So that's the long meridian runs. Another yin organ that is on the upper body is the heart meridian. Heart starts on this part of the yin. So this tip inside of the pinky and goes this way and goes right here. So both the lungs and heart meridians runs inside yin side of the arms, right? Okay. And the other three yin organs that we talked about was the kidney, liver, and spleen. And they all starts from the feet. So, and as I mentioned, each meridian has different length. I think the heart was the shortest. Heart only have 9 points. So it starts here, and that's heart 9. So, and the lungs 11. And let's talk about the spleen. So feet. So if you look at your feet, so outside, out here, this is the yang part of aspect of the leg, right? Because it's outside. Okay, so this is the yin aspect of the leg. So the spleen starts from the big toe and it runs, I'm gonna go back a little, go sideways a little. Okay, so starts here, runs along the inside aspect of the foot, goes up this way, it crosses the inguinal area and goes up and ends on the side. So this is spleen is 1, the root 21. Sorry. So I started this way. It's on the same side. So it goes here, crosses, go up, and goes to the side. So that's the spleen. Spleen, liver. Liver starts from the on the opposite side of the big toe. And then it goes up on the top of the foot. Then it crosses, goes to the side. And it kind of runs across the similar path and comes around and on the side of the rib cage, which kind of like where the liver is. So the spleen here, liver there, and the kidney. Maybe you guys know where kidney starts. If you do the Qigong, do you know where the kidney starts? Do you know where kidney 1 is? Do you do the visual of the root coming down to the earth? Can you guess where it starts from? Now all the Qis come in, reaches out. It's right here. So you feel this meaty part of the bottom of your feet right in the middle. That's where kidney 1 is. So, and kidney starts here, and again, it travels toward the inside, which is the yin side of the legs. Inside, it's a little bit behind the liver and spleen, goes up, crosses here, and runs up very close to the center line and stops right before the clavicle. So 1 through 27. So there's 27 for kidney, 14 for the liver, 21 for the spleen. You don't have to know the numbers, but I just throwing it out there, different numbers. Okay, so any questions? Do you have any chat? No. Now we're going to talk about the exercise stuff that we did last week. Have you tried any of the exercises or stretches, and do you have any feedback on the stuff we did last week?
So I've been doing it in bed.
Great, perfect.
And I feel, I don't know if I'm using the right word, but like more stretched out. Like I'm more limber.
That's okay.
I'm yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the this and the that, and
Okay, that ankle stuff. That
Yeah,
good,
exactly.
Good.
Yeah, it's good.
That's where you should do, because you're all relaxed, and when you have slides showing the meridian you just demonstrated, I could show you the picture of the meridians. Yes, before we go. Okay, so let's do the feet then. So let's do the ankle circles, the easy part first. Oh, we did the one leg at a time. Okay, so one leg up, and we are moving the ankle joints first. So we're gonna do point and flex, and we're gonna go side to side. So we're gonna start with side to side. So when you're rotating, you wanna feel the rotation at your hip joint. In, out. So you wanna do that about anywhere between 8 and 15. So if this is relaxing at night, just do up to 15. You get bored, stop at 8. Okay. Now point and flex. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. 7, 8. Circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. And let's switch slowly. And you're going to do side to side, point and flex, and we're going to do the circles. Okay, ready? You're going to do side to side, feel the rotation, toes in and out. Feel the rotation, the entire leg. You want to feel the rotation from your hip. Okay, now you're going to point and flex. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so last week we also did just kind of bending your knee and just a gentle rocking at your hip. Okay. And we're going to switch. In and out. In, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now we did the hip. If you have a hip joint issue, watch out for this one. But if you have any, if you have hard time letting your knee fall and you have a limited range of movement, you could skip this or have a pillow next to it so it can you can relax onto wherever your comfortable range is. So don't let it fall and try to force the stretch. Okay. So now get the outside of the foot rest on the lower chair. Okay. So we did the when we did the stretching, so there was 2 ways, right? So you do the back straight, chest forward. That's stretching A. Stretching B is trying to get your head, so you're rounding your spine, dropping your head forward. So you could try whichever you're comfortable with, or you can mix and match. You can do one this way, come up, and second one, you drop your head. Or you could do this first. You could do like 5 to 8 on this one, and then you can do 5 to 8 on this one, whatever it works for you. But feel the difference between when you're flexing your back and dropping your head versus pushing your chest forward. So there are different parts and different combinations that you are of the muscles that you're stretching and you're feeling, because how you're anchoring it stretches address the different parts of your body and different muscles. So let's try the other side. And again, if you need the support put something here, or do less bent or more bent, but in here, and just do this, or try to go outside of your knee. Just find a good positions that is most comfortable for you. So they are two ways, right? And no matter what you do, don't hold your breath. Okay. And chest forward. So that's A. Come up, round your back, drop your head forward. That's stretch B. Okay. You can just play around. Keep breathing. Okay. Now, so the hamstring stretch. So if this is a lot to have your legs straight and sitting up, but if you can get there, but you can't go any further, just try straightening your leg and feel the stretch. If this is hard, you could come forward on a chair, right? One leg forward. So one leg straight and do this to get the hamstring stretch. So it stretches the same muscle, it's just the different flexibility allows you to or not allow you to do. Okay. So the hamstrings, one leg straight, toes pointing up, chest up, and push your chest forward toward your toes. And up, comfortable stretch. And holding the stretch anywhere between like 5 to 10 counts. Or you can just go with the breathing. Breathe in here, breathe out. Go into the stretch, breathe out completely. As you breathe in slowly, come up. Whatever it works for you. And we also did the sliding of your hand straight forward or outside of the leg. So when you're doing this on the floor, don't lose balance. You don't have to. Just maybe do one arm. So you can anchor yourself on the other side. Here and here. Or you could just do this. So it adds a little bit of a stretching. The twisting. Okay. And there was a question about, I'm going to switch. Okay. There's a question about when you do the slide, when you do the sliding, are you pushing forward or you're pulling back? So if you don't have to apply any pressure, but if you want to add a little pressure or add a little massage, pull up more than push forward. So slide gently, come up more with more pressure, because the things have to come up and you're helping. So you don't want to push everything to the bottom because that's where everything goes to. So you want to bring everything up. Okay. So you can reach forward and you can pull up. Again, whatever it works for you. So you can do the chest forward. You can do the head forward. Chest forward. And head forward. Okay. And you can do the straight arms forward on the top of your leg or the side of your leg. So to add a little more twisting. And that's what we did last week. And I wanted to end with the standing exercise. Any questions so far? Go ahead, unmute yourself and speak up if you have any questions.
Akiyo, could you demonstrate the deltoid rotating the arm, just exactly how that you mean that?
Sure. So Beth, where is it hurting, or where do you feel the discomfort? On the top?
Yeah.
So when you go in, do you feel the stretch?
Like right now, I'm holding like this?
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot.
Okay. When you're adding the pressure, that's when you feel the discomfort.
No, it's fine to right now today. Just periodically it has a bother there.
Okay. So
in Jill's class, we were doing the tiger thing. It seemed to help.
So if you feel like there's, you know how complex and intricate your shoulder joint is, because everything's from the front is attached to this and back to this and up here. So, and you feel like it's not moving smoothly, you could, so make sure any exercise and movement shouldn't hurt anything, okay? But you could start with the circles. You could also do the rotational. So you could keep this out a little bit, not completely to the side, out about 45 degrees, and you could rotate gently in and out.
Okay, I didn't know what the rotation was.
So that's the rotation that I was talking about. So
Yeah.
how this kind of stretches your chest, and this stretches your back here and the back of the shoulder. So you could add the breathing exercise with this rotation too. So turn out your pinkies, breathe in, breathe out, thumbs up. So you could do this both together, or one twisted out, one twisted in.
Great.
This. So
oh, fancy.
Yeah. Get fancy. But play with it and make sure, as long as it's not hurting,
right.
Play with different movement, different angles. You could do this way, you could do this way, you could try to, go back, but again, make sure it's not hurting. Okay.
Thank you.
Standing exercise. So we did the squat, right? So we did the squat, we did the hip circles, and I wanted to show you, like, if you wanted to do just one thing, or if you want to mix everything. So we talk about pulling and pushing with the arms. We talk about the squats. You don't have to do everything separately, right? So you don't have to do 10 squats, then you do the 10 pushes, 10 pulls. You can combine everything. This is just a suggestion. So you can, take it, leave it, or you can mix it up. So when you could combine pushing and pulling with the exercise, with the squat. For example, you can squat down and reach forward. You can stand up and pull. So that combines the pulling and pushing with the squats. So you don't have to reach forward when you're down. You can go the other way too. When you go down, if this more makes sense to your body, pull down as you squat, reach forward. You could go this way too. It doesn't matter, but when you're pulling, make sure your elbows are not to the side, but to straight back, because that's what pulls your shoulder blades back, right? And keep your chest, so don't move your head, right? Keep your chest up. Okay. And you can combine that with up and down, right? Also, same thing, same thing. You can reach up as you squat, pull down, up and down, or you can go the other way around. You could pull as you stand, and you can reach up as you squat. So this adds a little more challenge because you kind of have to have more strength or flexibility on your back muscle, right? So you can go either here, pull everything down, or you can go pull down, reach up. So play with it, mix it up, do something upper body, but do not lose balance, okay? So don't get too fancy with do it one leg or add the twisting. Yeah, but make sure you get a good base and you're not hurting your knees. When in doubt, stick your butt out. You want to be on towards your heels, not onto your toes. So when you reach in your arms, you have to pull back a little more to counterbalance your arms when you do this. How's that?
I have a question. Akiyo. Could you demonstrate the standing rib cage turn? Because I've never done that before.
Yes, yes. And if you have never done it, just
I've done this a lot, but not the rib cage thing.
Yes.
That was cool.
I'm glad you think it's cool. So from the side view, so just think about the rib cage. Push out, in. So out, in. So start here. Then you're going to do sideways. So side shift, side shift. See how my hips are not moving, right?
Yeah.
Pushing this out. This is weird if you're not used to it. So
Yeah, very nice.
Then you do the circles. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do this. Okay, something to work on. Thank you.
Yeah, good. Your homework. All right, so if you want to stay for a couple minutes to see the had a request to show you the path of the meridian we talked about today. I have the visual. Let's see, where's my app? You could stay and all right, so I'm gonna do a share screen and can you see my screen? Let's see we did the spleen primary channel. Can you see this one?
Yes.
Okay, so spleen starts at the bottom on your toes and it goes up, inner thigh, across the leg to the abdomen, and goes to the side of your chest and goes to the side of the rib cage, kind of like a side of your the mid-axillary line. So that's the spleen channel. And we did the kidney. Let's do the liver. Liver starts similar to the where the spleen is. Instead of inside of the nail bed, it's toward the outside of the nail bed on the around the same area on the big toe, and travels on the top of the foot, and at the ankle it goes to the side of your leg, to the thigh, and ends up at around the liver area. So that's a liver channel, and the kidney. Kidney, like we talked about, start at the bottom of the foot and goes up again along the side, and they have like a little loopy stuff around the ankle area, and then go up, then very close to the center, come all the way up and go a little bit higher, outer line, and go to the bottom of the clavicle. Okay. Okay. Upper ribcage stretches. Good. Okay. How was that?
Excellent, thank you.
That was great.
Good.
Very interesting.
And the stretch on the upper, the benefit of that, Akiyo, when you move your rib cage.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's great.
Any questions? Any last minute questions?
Yes, is it the same on both sides?
Yes, it's identical. It's like a mirror image. Yes.
Yeah, not just on one side.
No, no, it's on the, it runs on the both. And the only, I think the large intestine channel is the only one that crosses and end on the other side of the body, but other channels just runs on the symmetrical on the both side. Okay, and we talk more about the Chinese medicine stuff and organ stuff. And go ahead, Chris.
I want to let people know that the vaccine for COVID-19 is now available for people over 65 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I belong to Kaiser, and I waited on the phone line for about 2.5 hours, but now I have an appointment for the vaccine 2 weeks from now.
Oh,
So,
wow, congratulations. And thanks for telling us.
yeah.
So so you had to contact Kaiser. They didn't contact you,
Oh,
right?
they're not going to contact you.
So you have to.
You have to call.
Yeah, I think you got to be proactive with this stuff, you guys. And the very first thing you need to do is contact your doctor's office to make sure you can take the vaccine. It's the first thing that they're going to ask. So get that out of the way. Just call your doctor's office tomorrow morning and say, I just want to know, you know, with all the medicine that I take and what I have, can I take the vaccine? And it's either yes or no. It's probably going to be yes. And then that's over with. And then you know that you can be proactive in getting, you know, the vaccine. Jill says you can also email, and if you guys are on, I know I'm on email with my Brown and Tolan, because I've already been vaccinated, and so I emailed my doctor's office to let them know that I had to put it in to my records, and you know they were very happy to hear that. So yeah, emailing, good, Jill, thanks.
Yeah, because my husband just got vaccinated, and so it was a phone call and then an email. So you don't have to wait.
So where did he go to get vaccinated, Jill?
Up at Kaiser in Marin.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
So Kaiser must be opening up now.
Right.
Kaiser is one of the 5 facilities that is holding the vaccines.
Correct.
They have all of the refrigeration necessary for it.
Correct.
Just FYI to everybody. But yeah, good point. You just gotta be vigilant and you gotta do it yourself.
Right.
I don't, everybody that I know, I keep saying, call your doctor's office and they'll say, can I get the vaccine? They go, oh yeah, well, when can I get it? Well, we don't know. You know, they're clueless. So, you know, places like Kaiser, you know, if you belong to Kaiser, that's a great place to be because obviously it's opened up in Marin for Jill's husband and those that are up there, and it'll probably open up here in San Francisco.
They did open up here. That's where I'm getting mine.
Okay, well, but they didn't contact you. You had
No.
to contact them after 2.5
Right.
hours.
I emailed my doctor and asked how to go about it, and he gave me the phone number, and
To
it
call.
was the regular appointments phone number.
Gotcha. Okay,
So,
well, there's good information, you guys. If you belong to Kaiser, get the information line, and that's you may have to be on hold for a while, but at least you know that you can get an appointment.
I was at Costco today and the pharmacist there said mid-March, they will be offering the vaccine.
Cool. Great information, Bobby. Thank you. Yeah, it's, you know, again, you have to be vigilant. You got to take care of yourself. It just seems like, you know, one of the biggest problems that they're having, maybe not as much as in the beginning, which was a month ago, they didn't have enough people to give the vaccine. So now they've called in doctors, dentists, the kids that are all in the nursing schools, they've been trained. So now it's really opening up. Because you have to be trained. And it is the girl that vaccinated me, who was with CDC, said the training is very extensive. It's like a day, you know, day and a half program that you have to go through. Make sure you know everything about it and all the questions that anybody would ask you when you're vaccinating them. You know, and there's some folks out there that just are chatterboxes and they want to know everything. And yeah, she said, like her dad wanted, it was like 15 minutes of them, you know, all these questions. But that's okay. That's fine. There's
Ask
nothing
and
wrong
don't
with that.
understand the
And
answers.
what if you don't have Kaiser? Is there someone to contact?
Well, again, Susie, you know, I'm very lucky because we're Sequoia Living, so that's who vaccinated us. You know, again, I think it's contacting your doctor's office, your primary physician, asking if you can get it, and saying, now, what's the scoop with you? Are you going to let me know? You know, who do I contact?
It sounded from that lecture that maybe Sequoia Living would be contacting us because we're
No.
members of the aquatic
No,
park.
I wish they were. It's only for staff and for the senior living facilities.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
We'll totally let you know. I think Susie, you were at the lecture the other day.
yeah.
Yeah, Ray and Cal will totally let us know when it opens up and where to call and all that kind of stuff. They'll keep us abreast of it.
And if any of you want to see that, it's now a YouTube, that presentation, just email either Jan or I, and we can send you that link. It's very informational. They did a great job.
Yeah, they did. Answered a lot of questions that some folks that may have hesitation to taking the vaccine, but it'll answer your questions.
And if you have a Sutter, if you have a Sutter doctor, Sutter, and I can't remember their
Brown and Tolan,
My Place or whatever they call their medical records. They have a notice on there they're going to be offering in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If your primary care doctor is UCSF or Stanford, both of those also have on their website, on your health record, whatever that, I forget what, My Place or My Record or My Medical.
Right.
You can log into that, and all three of those, I'm aware, have notices of you'll be able, if you're over 65, you'll be able to sign up in the next 2 weeks. So,
right, good.
so really check with your provider, and we will hopefully post anything as referrals or links. we'll let you know as soon as we know. So thank you, Bobby. That's perfect information.
Yeah, Sutter actually said, don't call your primary doctor.
Exactly. You wait.
Well, the reason why Cal and Ray suggested that is because if you're taking certain medications, the doctor may want you to hold off just to see if people have reactions or whatever. So their suggestion is it's best to call and just let your doctor say yes or no. And again, more than likely, the answer is going to be yes. And then you're cleared. You're good to go.
Okay, thank you.
Great class, Akiyo.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk about more
Hi,
about
everybody. Thank you, Abby, for joining.
Thank you.